All right, I know that
Thank
I
you,
am a
Aaron.
bit jaded here, but I hear a 6-week extension, and I hear, wait a minute, this is bad enough now, so now everyone's going to calm down a little bit. We're going to go through it again. What do you think about that, if that were to even happen?
Well, it's better than nothing, but it's sort of like a toothache. At some point, you got to go to the dentist and face up to the oral surgery, so to speak. So, there has to be a resolution. To the extent that it's not October 17th or some associated date, then fine. But at some point, they've got to get together and solve the problem of the debt ceiling.
The debt ceiling itself. Now, you're dealing with this every day when you do your job, and people are throwing around all kinds of allegations and charges and words. Let me just get the bottom line from you. Have you changed how you're investing due to this countdown to the debt ceiling?
No, we haven't. If the debt ceiling, is postponed, it's just a question of priorities in terms of what the Treasury decides to do. I mean, they have enough money basically to pay for interest. They have enough money to pay for maturities. Basically, the government takes in $300 billion a month. They only pay out $40 billion in terms of interest. It's a question of prioritizing the payments to bondholders and to other recipients such as veterans and those on Social Security. The government, can pay, but are they willing to let bondholders go to the front of the line? That's the question. And as a bondholder, you ask, have we changed our prioritizing in terms of what we buy? Basically not. We believe that, that the possibility of a default is, 500,000 to 1 or, basically 1,000,000 to 1. And so we continue to buy treasuries and front-end treasuries that stand a chance, perhaps, of being defaulted technically in the next few weeks.
It would seem to me, when you make this point about prioritization, though, to emphasize, what you're saying is they have the money to do it and to pay the interest. And if you're talking about a country keeping its full faith and credit and keeping its word, that it would be suicidal for them to not make those interest payments to you, because and therefore to people's pensions, to all the countries in the world that lend this country money. That would be a crazy decision to make. And the word that's crucial is it would be a decision.
Yeah, we think so, but of course we're bond holders, and we think the front of the line is the appropriate place. I would say, though, that the Treasury market, to the extent that it's a default-free market, basically sets the tone for the global economy. To the extent that a Treasury is money good, then the price of a Treasury, the yield on a Treasury, sets the tone for the rest of the financial markets around the globe and for the global economy. And so if you've got a default in terms of Treasuries, then you have problems everywhere.